Good morning, this is your Stats Sensei, Mr. Spensei, and this is the warm-up for chi-squared goodness of fit, and our scenario is classless. Absenteeism of college students for math classes is a major concern to math instructors because missing class appears to increase the drop rate. Three statistics instructors wondered whether the absentee rate was the same for every day of the school week. Okay, we even bolded that. We're looking for them to be equal. They took a random sample. We know that that's going to be important because that's one of our conditions of three of their classes during 1 week of the term. The results of the survey appear in the table. Together, three professors teach more than 2,150. That looks like a population. And absenteeism the same. Is absenteeism the same for each day of the week? Test at a 4% significance level. So we have our alpha. All right. So when we look at it, the number of absent students we observe on Monday they had 28. On Tuesday they had 22. On Wednesday, 18 absent students. On Thursday, 20, and on Friday, 32. And if we add all these values up, the 28 plus the 22 plus the 18 plus the 20 plus the 32, that equals 100, 120. And I'm going to show you what I did. I went stat edit, input those data, and I went stat calc, one var stat, and looked at the summation. Oh, because that just means we add. That sign summation just means add. So we added it up, and it equaled 120. We might as well get our expected values here. All right. Well, if we have 120, I'll just type it in for each one. I go up to the top of L2. Well, how many days were there? Well, there are 5 days in a week. So we're going to go blue 2 divided by 5, and we get 24. So we expect there to be 24 absences. Some days are going to be more, some days will be less. So that's our expected values. All right. Now, that is one of the things that they wanted us to do. Otherwise, we could have just done 120 divided by 5 because the expecteds are the same. So we have one sample of, so what it asked for is calculate the expected values. We did that. How many samples are there? There's one sample of 120 students, and it says list the variables and the levels of each. All right, so what are my variables? Well, absenteeism or number of absent. That's my variable. And then it also asks for the number of levels. Well, in this case, there's one, two, three, four, five levels. And we would also refer to those as five categories. Okay. So that's because that will be that those levels are going to help us find our degrees of freedom because our degrees of freedom is basically going to be levels minus one or categories minus one. So our degrees of freedom, even though it didn't ask for it, is going to be 5 minus 1. All right. Appreciate you watching. Look forward to seeing you on the next one. Thank you.